okay? You gave me a funny look, Tony, because you thought I wasn't going to speak. I'm speaking. I just hope I'm loud enough. It is quite windy. We're in our usual spot under the trees, the pine trees on our way home, the usual quiet little spot. And I'm wearing this because I'm supposed to be wearing it every day actually, but it's been so hot. I don't wear it every day. It's just a soft collar for my neck to help give me some support, and I think to remind me not to do anything silly or too quickly so that I don't hurt myself. I do have arthritis in my neck and spine and hips, and the doctor said everywhere, but lately my arm has been hurting and like a weak feeling, little electric pulsey type thing, so possibly a pinched nerve, I don't know. I was given some medication that seems to be helping a little bit from the clinic, but I am out of pain medication from my orthopedic doctor, and I did have one script left before the 6-month checkup in a month's time, so I went today. I've been putting it off. I didn't want to go. Well, initially I didn't have to go. I've missed like the last 5 months of going for medication for various reasons. One, the waiting time is horrendous. I'll explain about the waiting time now. Two, left over, and then when I did start to run out, I had a dental issue, and they prescribed pain medication and anti-inflammatory, so there you were. And then I had something else was sore at the Beacon Bay Clinic a while back, and for that they gave me anti-inflammatory and pain medication, so I haven't been running out. Paracetamol, thank you for reminding me, paracetamol, and an anti-inflammatory, so...
Griffin.
Yeah. These are things that are quite cheap, available over the counter, but we don't have money, we don't have our rent money again, which is due like tomorrow, but hopefully we can pay on the weekend, so we've got like a week to come up with our rent money again. It's horrendous. That's one of the other reasons, not just because of the horrendous waiting time, but due to that horrendous waiting time at Frere Hospital, we can't work. Okay, Tony will come with me, and I'm not going to leave him at home. Yeah, it's another whole story. We don't separate, we are always together, and yeah, various reasons I've left it alone, but today we had to go. So if I miss today, then it's going to be a whole month before I can get basically free medication other than the petrol to get there and back. So we sat and we waited. We got there quite late, and I was hoping, because we got there quite late, that a lot of people had already got their folders and there wasn't a long queue at the outpatients department where you have to wait for your folders. You give them your card, it says what's happening that day, your medication or an appointment or whatever, and they go up to the next floor, hey Tony, to get all the folders, and they take them through, and there's like 5 counters in the folder room, and depending on who of those 5 pile of folders lands up with, it might go fairly quickly, it might take a long time. For example, we were 59. What was nice was when we got there were like 2 or 3 people in front of us. We handed it, and it was quick. We didn't have to stand in a long queue waiting to hand in our card to then get a number to wait for. That folder room was not folder room, the outpatients where you're waiting for your folder was incredibly full and cramped. People were standing at the doors in the corridors trying to hear if their name was being called. Now, so we sat outside a lot because I mean it's very crowded in there. If you're gonna get sick somewhere with germs flying around, you're gonna get that in a crowded place in a hospital. So we sat outside a lot, and we actually ran into a lovely lady, and she was number 58, and I was 59. An Indian lady with a little Indian boy, and we became quite friendly. We were chatting, and that was really nice. So we've actually exchanged numbers there, and we'll keep in contact with her. So there's one thing about South Africa, I think we're very friendly, and we meet a lot of friendly people. Yes, there are people who are tired of the grind and they're grumpy, but generally South Africans are super friendly, and that's nice.
The average South African is a cool person.
Yeah, we like down to earth, super friendly people. Strangers can sit and talk with you for an hour and a half, 2 hours, because they're just friendly, and we're just friendly. We're South African. And yeah, so I wanted to go through the whole time thing, how long it actually took from when we parked our car to get my folder, to go to the pharmacy, to wait for my medication, and to get back to the car. That was 4 hours and 15 minutes. The pharmacy part was actually not too long. I was dreading that it was going to be really, really long, but it wasn't too long. The getting the folder part was incredibly long. With those 5 people that I was talking about, who at their tellers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they call your name, and you take your little number, and you get your folder, and off you go to wherever you need to be. And for me, it was just going to get meds. Sometimes you're in a pile of folders, your folder's in a pile of folders, it lands up with a slow working person, and somebody else has got, so if I'm not 59, and my folder's landed up with a lot of, where a person's very slow in getting through them all, or there's a couple of hitches and things that slow them up, they don't take out the bottom folders and give them to somebody else who's now finished their pile to move on to. So it's not like one pile and 5 people take from it, which would make a lot more sense. Then everything would go according to the numbers, pretty much, more or less. But for example, with me being 59, I mean, there could have been somebody with the number who came in 75th or 76th, and they might get their folder half an hour, 45 minutes before I do, just because they were with a foster worker. Their folder came out of a foster worker. So that's a bit weird, because yeah, anyway, it's what it is, and we're on our way home, so it's over and done with. We met somebody nice, and yeah, I just wanted to speak about those. Yeah, because at one point we asked somebody as they came away from the counter, what number were you? And they said 14. So they must have gotten there long before we did, and now we've already been there a little over 2 hours, and only number 14 when we 59. That was really scary. But then very soon after that, there was a call to another window for like number 48. So just depending on where you land up, you never know. It could go quickly, it could go, well, not that quickly. They do have a sign up there that says expect to wait 45 minutes to 2 hours for your folder. Yeah, mine was, we waited 2 hours and 25 minutes. But that person who was number 14, and we were 59, they must have gotten there about an hour before we did. So, and then they got there shortly before we did, so they must have been there for 3.5 hours easily. So that part's upsetting. You don't know how long you're going to be. Anyway, that's it. Please subscribe, comment, like, be nice, and share. Thank you, Tony.